Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash, Season 4. So tomorrow we have the second last episode of this season of The Flash, where we will be seeing Devoe complete, well, at least attempt to complete, the final step in the launch of his Enlightenment device as he seeks to power them up through the use of Fallout, who was the radioactive bus metahuman that we met not met, but were reintroduced to a couple of weeks ago when we hung out with Citizen Cold for a bit. Now, just quickly at the end of this video, I will be doing a quick channel update sort of thing, which relates to post season 4, so stick around until then if you care about that kind of stuff and want to help me with videos in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, stick around until then. Now, The Flash and arguably the Arrowverse DC TV shows have a few traditions throughout their seasons, whether that be something along the lines of cliffhangers to finish a season off and leave us viewers on the edge of our seats until the new seasons come around, such as Flashpoint, Barry going into the Speed Force, the Lian Yu blowing up, all of that stuff, or a mysterious villain whose identity is a big question throughout the majority of the season, or even, as we will be covering in today's video, a death of a fairly major or main character towards the end of the season, and in most cases the second last episode or the finale. In the past throughout the Arrowverse, some of the major character deaths in the last few episodes of a season have been Captain Cold in Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, Laurel, Tommy, and Moira on various seasons of Arrow, and of course in regards to The Flash, we have had Eddie Thawne in the Season 1 finale, Henry Allen in the second last episode, and also the finale of Season 2 because he got stabbed but then officially died in the finale. And then of course last season in Season 3 we had H.R. Wells disguised as Iris West get stabbed by Savitar in the second last episode, which then, sort of like Henry Allen, carried on into the finale where he properly died. So with that tradition of death in the show in the last couple of episodes, should we be expecting that this season? I have seen people asking every now and then, but following the death of Ralph Dibny, many thought that would be the death for the season and we wouldn't be seeing another one in this season. But is that really the case? Will we be seeing another death this season that is connected to Team Flash or actually a part of Team Flash? Well, in this video we will be going over a possible death that could be going down in the finale of this season, if not right towards the end. Now, don't expect it to be in tomorrow's episode because certain things are basically said yo dudes, this is happening in the finale. But this possible death is one that I'm sure many of you have thought could have happened at some point this season, or at least towards the end of the season, and that is the death of Cecile Horton. And you might be wondering who the hell's that? Joe's girlfriend. That's who she is. Now, Cecile has been a character in the show from all the way back in Season 1. She was back in Season 1 if you can't remember. But she never was really, a character until last season when she became an item with Joe West, and she was brought more and more into the fold of things in regards to both the West household as well as Team Flash. And it was this season, of course, where, that relationship didn't just go up the next level, it used a pretty big cheat code and went a fair few levels ahead as Cecile fell pregnant, and of course we know that Cecile fell pregnant with a baby girl. Now, we know Cecile is due to give birth on the date of the finale, so of course the theory we're covering is that she dies during childbirth. Now, we roughly went over this same circumstance or theory earlier on in the season, but this was before we knew what was going on with their baby. We didn't know the gender yet at that point. That discussion went over the possibility of their child being Daniel West, and that storyline playing out from the comics in which his mother dies, is branded with being responsible for that throughout his life, he's abused and stuff like that, essentially which, leads to him becoming a reverse Flash, or a criminal and then reverse Flash. But if Cecile were to die and seeing that their child is a girl, what is that storyline going to be like? Well, obviously they could make her a gender flip Daniel West, call her Danielle West, that's a simple change, and there you go. Follow a rough version of that story from the comics, but that could be a bit, generic if you want to call it, similar to stuff we've already seen on the show. It might frustrate people and stuff. Now, I'm not saying it won't happen, but they could and most likely will go with something different just to make it a bit fresh. Well, that's what I can see happening at least. Even though it would be, I guess, cool to have a female villain, big bad speedster if they wanted to go down that route. So what could actually be the case with that daughter if it isn't a gender flipped evil reverse Flash death speedster or something like that? Now, the theory we're going to include has sped up an insane amount recently after the end credits scene from a few episodes ago, and that is of course when we saw the mystery girl show up at the baby shower for Cecile, hand over that delivery and seem to be, pretty happy. But it was some stuff that she said that sort of hinted that she could possibly be the daughter of Cecile, or at least be connected to the future of that family, as she not only knew the date of when Cecile was due to give birth, which was exactly 3 weeks from when that baby shower was held, which is the finale, which, as I said before, lined up with the finale for this season. But she also talks to them, but mainly Cecile, from memory for them to enjoy the time that they have, hinting that what they had right there at that current time wasn't going to be lasting that much longer. So was she hinting at the near future demise of Cecile? Personally, I think for a story sense, it would make sense to get rid of Cecile at this point, just due to the fact that, well, she doesn't really offer that much to the show. Like, I like the actress. I think her name's Danielle Nicolet or Nicolette or something like that. She does a good job. But apart from the show just showing her with the baby next season and all of that, what could they really do with her character? Like, if she were to die on childbirth and Joe was left with that, along with being a single father again, that could give him a somewhat, interesting storyline for the next season. And yes, I know, killing off a female character to push a male character's story further, classic fridging and all of that. But really, what else could they do in this situation? They gave Cecile these powers to implement her a bit more in this season. But even that, from what I've seen at least, is a bit of a stretch for most viewers. People are getting a bit tired of it, and just, it working when it's, convenient to the plot rather than it being consistent. So in regards to my overall thoughts on this, will she die? If I had to put money in it, I would say yes, just because it seems a very Flash thing to do, because I don't really know what they're going to do with the character going forward. In regards to whether the mystery girl is her daughter, that's like a 50-50, because obviously I think it's either going to be a daughter of either Barry and Iris or the daughter of Joe and Cecile. I think that's the connection there. Obviously, the fact that she's a speedster says, like, yeah, okay, well, this is obviously Barry and Iris' daughter, but they could chuck a twist in there, maybe. I don't know what they would do there, but yeah, as I said, I think it's like a 50-50 between it being Joe and Cecile's daughter or Barry and Iris' daughter. But yeah, keep that in the mix in regards to her actually being Joe and Cecile's kid. But yeah, I think the big thing is, like, will Cecile die? Let me know in the comments, because I think it's going to happen, but let me know if you disagree. But yeah, as I was saying, let me know all of your opinions just down there on not only that stuff we're just talking about, but anything else I bring up in the video. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Now, we'll quickly get onto that channel update sort of thing before we end the video. In regards to post-season 4 videos, there's going to be a lot of questions coming from this season, but if you have anything that you would like me to talk about after the season ends that you don't think will be brought up anytime in the next 2 episodes, let me know in the comment section down below any video suggestions you have, just because it allows me to do, sort of prep videos that I know people would be willing or wanting to see come the end of season 4. So yeah, just leave any of those suggestions in the comment section down below. It would be pretty, it would be very awesome, might I say, and very helpful, just to, get any suggestions from you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye.